there's so many women to choose from, but I think for Women's History Month, I always say Bella Abzug because she's a real kind of intersectional feminist. She was a New York politician that was also a civil rights movement activist and did a lot of, she kind of like went through a lot of reinventions of herself. And she's a New York woman, so she's kind of close to my heart. She's not necessarily the feminist people think of, but she's really interesting because I think she was ahead of her time in terms of connecting all the isms together. By writing for really small publications that didn't pay me, doing cultural pieces like book reviews and event reviews, which was just a really good way to go to concerts for free. But then I kind of fell in love with it and had a few internships and started connecting. I was lucky because my mom had some connections, so I connected with her former students and her colleagues too, and eventually just started freelancing a lot. But I really didn't go the traditional route of being an editorial assistant, for instance, or somebody's assistant. I kind of just did it while I was waiting tables and doing other things. And then we just went on Girldrive randomly, so that was sort of a catapult into the world. I'd have to say Girldrive because it was the first project that was really all about what Emma and I wanted to do rather than what somebody else was assigning me or telling me what to do. And it was a real coming-of-age experience for me, and it was amazing to have kind of a partner in crime and be inspired by my peers in a sort of a really real-life way rather than just behind the computer. Start integrating my feminist activism and writing with video and with film. I think the emotions and kind of inspiration that you get from film is just so singular, and I really want to be able to work with somebody who is a filmmaker and creates documentaries and creates really moving films. So a woman filmmaker or a really progressive activist filmmaker would be my ideal next collaborator. I think that writing can be really isolating sometimes, which is why I want to sort of collaborate with different forms of media. I think we've really lost the whole like editor-writer relationship, and I really want to be able to have more FaceTime with people to get inspired. I think just at first write for free. Just get your juices flowing where there's not all that much at stake, and even start a blog or get in touch with bloggers that you really admire and ask to blog post for them. I think it's really important to write freely before you have all this pressure of monetizing your work, and so you can really find your voice and kind of slip into your own niche before you worry about impressing a big editor.